Alright, hello everyone. If this video comes out when I want it to, it's February 8th, which marks the 1-year anniversary of sideorder being revealed, which is very scary that it took this long. But to contribute to the hype train, I want to make a video about it because I haven't actually been around on YouTube for something like this dropping for Splatoon. So, for those who might not know, as I said already, sideorder was revealed 1 year ago in a Nintendo Direct, and that is a long time ago. And we're luckily now in the position where we're only a few weeks away from the actual thing dropping. And I wanted to make a video on why this time period is so important for something releasing. So I'm gonna start with an example to make what I'm actually proposing make more sense. And this can obviously be applied to any game, but there is no better place to start than Octo Expansion. So to start off, Octo Expansion was revealed in 2018, and this was like the big trailer showing all of the main elements and themes and characters and stuff, which was more than we got for sideorder, but whatever. And this was great. Everyone was really excited about it, but there was nothing after this, and I mean nothing. And I mean, this isn't uncommon for Splatoon, because obviously in recent memory, Splatoon 3 kind of did the same thing, where we got a big trailer and then had nothing for like half a year, and then got drip fed until the game actually came out in 2022. But this was like, a few months would pass and a direct would happen again, and then maybe you would see some gameplay of it in like a Switch Online overview section thing. But the reason I bring this up is because what happened afterwards is actually what mattered. I am now going to show you how the release date of Octo Expansion was revealed. Yeah, it really doesn't get any better than that. Now, you see, this is what I kind of mean by why waiting is important. Whenever you reach a time like this, where it feels like everything's coming together and everyone is coming together. And I mean, sure, in cases like Splatoon 3 as like the main game, there are probably better ways to reveal the information from that game, besides Twitter drip feeding. But for something like this, where they purposefully kept it misleading and secretive, I think this kind of reveal has its merit. Because, yeah, obviously waiting for months at a time and not getting anything is torture, but I think it also has its value. Octo Expansion and sideorder kind of share the same update cycle, so this applies to both. In the time period I'm talking about, and also the time period we're in right now, we're in pure speculation mode. And basically all we have to answer the silence is each other. Every time there would be a new trailer or piece of gameplay, there would always be like theory videos or like conversations on Twitter or something. And this kind of leads into one of my points where no one actually knows anything. Because right now, if you think about the content that we have a setting, which is very vague in and of itself. We have a few characters, some of them old, some of them new. We have details about what the gameplay is like. And that's kind of it. And it's around like this time period when the excitement is kind of starting to build and people are talking more about their thoughts and stuff, which is something I know I've seen in the Discord server, which you should definitely join. Where I think things get really interesting for a few reasons. One, it's just fun to talk about this kind of thing with friends or members of the community just for the sake of it. And also, whenever the thing actually comes out, we get to see how much we were right or how much we were wrong about. And the thing is, I love not knowing anything about it. Because, I mean, people always talk about wanting to re-experience a game. Be it games like Undertale, Doki Doki, Five Nights at Fuckboys. And I think it's important to value the time we actually have left where we don't know what we're actually getting into. Because I remember the full like 2 or 3 days where I was playing through Octo Expansion for the first time, and like I can never do that again. And I mean, like, yeah, I can go back and replay it because it's still a good DLC. But I'm never gonna not know what happens. And yeah, the same applies to the Splatoon 3 story mode, but the difference is part of me wishes I never actually played that to begin with. But basically, before you even get to the thing releasing, I do believe that the time period before it of waiting and then playing it for the first time, that's all equally part of the experience. And again, as I mentioned before, people are gonna talk about it. As the days get fewer, you'll probably see more discussions between people you know or Twitter or whatever. And Splatoon updates always kind of do this, but I think it kind of brings the community together in a way that's just very special. Because I know whenever I saw the release date, there were people already like planning streams in advance and stuff about, you know, covering the actual thing. It's probably going to be some like final theory videos on stuff that we know and like pre-launch parties and streams and stuff. And again, if you care about the community at all, I think that is also equally part of the experience. It's the same with seasons, but this is kind of a special case where everyone's like mutually excited for this one thing that's been teased for a while. And this is obviously a lot more substantial than just a season that adds a few kits and maps and music and stuff. And I mean, it's not like I'm a big part of like the community or whatever, but I know whenever I do observe it, it's very fun to see. And I know it's gonna get a little bit crazy. We're only 3 weeks away, but I know in that final stretch, in those final few days, it's gonna ramp up like crazy. So basically, what I'm saying is, to whoever is listening to or watching this video or whatever, enjoy the time you have left. There will probably be experiences like this with whatever happens in the future of the series, and Splatoon 4, single player, DLC, whatever, but for now, this is all we have. And I know for me personally, this is gonna be a very special time. I'm probably gonna record me playing the full thing, and it'll go up on YouTube whenever I'm done, probably, because I'm probably not going to stop playing the game. So you can check that out if you want to watch someone else play the game, because I know for one I'm going to be very excited for like day one initial reactions. But until then, all we can really do is bide our time and enjoy the time we have leading up to the main event. But hey, thanks for watching and listening to me talk about Splatoon stuff in a kinda different way than normal. And please, when the time comes, be ready to walk into the light once again and have a damn good time.